I'm Megan.
And I'm Barry.
And this is our third video.
We're sorry we didn't put one up last week, but we both had carbon monoxide poisoning, so we didn't really feel like putting a video together and putting it up, but we'll get that up for you this afternoon as well.
Okay, so this week we're going to fill you in of what we've been doing during the past week. Hasn't been too much because we aren't back at uni properly yet, but we've had a fun few times during the week. Okay.
On Sunday, we were all back together again. Everyone has just moved in, and we were sort of getting back into the swing of it. And Kim went out in her car for the first time that she's brought down with her, and she was meant to be driving to Asda, but got really badly lost and went to the Lizard instead. She drove all the way there and all the way back. We were getting quite worried because we hadn't seen her for ages. And then when she did get back, she crashed into our gate. So her car's a little bit dented on the side. And she's scared to drive it now, so hopefully she'll get her confidence back soon.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, so on Monday, a few of us went out to the uni to do some work, but Barry and our other flatmate Joe decided to stay in the flat to talk to some of the people that were coming over to do the inspection. Right, because every month we've got to do an inspection of our house to make sure that we're keeping it clean and tidy. But they were supposed to come here for between 10 and 5 o'clock. But they just didn't turn up at all.
So we'd waited in all day to talk to them about some of the problems that we've been having, and we were just really, really annoyed that they didn't turn up. So we've written them a letter, and hopefully that will put the point across a bit better than us just talking to them on the phone, which never ever seems to get us anywhere. No. So we'll see what happens when we send them the letter, but hopefully that will sort it out.
Yeah, definitely.
So on Tuesday we had a few different jobs to do. Kim and I went up to uni and we did some Grand Challenges ambassador work, and Meg went up to do an actor's work, and Jo went out with her parents who are staying here for the week. Grand Challenges is just an Exeter University project, and it's at the end of the summer term in your first year, and you sort of work on projects in little groups with people that you've never met before, and you work on massive dilemmas that are facing the earth,
yeah.
But we base them in Falmouth and Penryn, so that's really good fun, and we got to film on iPads and put videos together, and they're all up on YouTube, so we'll put the link at the bottom of this video.
Okay, so on Wednesday we were having a bit of a lazy day, so all we really did was we went to Asda, and then when we were a bit bored later on at that night, weren't we? So
yeah.
We started a little bonfire.
We call it a bonfire. It was a tiny little Paralympic barbecue that we filled with loads of cardboard that we had from when we moved in, and just made a massive fire, really.
It was so warm though. We were sat out there from about 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and we didn't even realise that it got really cold.
Having really philosophical conversations while there was all this really toxic smoke sort of pumping in our faces.
It also helped us get rid of some of the cardboard that we'd had just lying around the house, which is also good.
Probably not the most environmentally friendly way of doing it, but, you know.
It was fun.
It was fun.
No.
Let's have a phone. Can I sit on that?
I assumed that's what you'd written.
Yeah. Okay, so on Thursday, we were meant to be going to Lundy Island with Grand Challenges, which had already been rearranged because we were meant to go in the summer, but because you can only get there by boat, we had to make sure that the weather was absolutely perfect for us to sail. So really high winds meant we couldn't go again, and we don't think it's going to be able to go ever. So we're just going to have to make our own way there at some point, which we're all really sad about because we were all really excited to go because there's some really cute nature stuff and really nice geological features. So.
And it'd just be a nice chance to get all of our group back together again in this at the same time, do something really cool.
Because we all got along really well. We'd never met each other before, and we all just really clicked.
Yeah, it was really fun. Grand Challenges was just 2 weeks of just jam-packed activities and just learning new skills. And this would have been a really nice way to just end the 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, the weather's got in the way again. So.
And Grand Challenges is actually the reason we started making videos on YouTube, because we learnt so many skills in those 2 weeks that we learnt how to make videos, put them together and actually upload them onto YouTube. Yeah. So we've gained so many useful things that we can use in real life. It's actually a really good experience. So instead of going to Lundy Island, we actually just stayed at home, didn't we, and had a bit of a pyjama day.
Yep.
It got to sort of 3 o'clock and we were like, maybe we should get out of our pyjamas and go and do something.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why, but we did go for a run. It's always a good idea though.
It was very
Get
tiring. We've
Yeah.
been doing an NHS couch to 5k running schedule kind of thing, and it's so tiring, but you do feel so fit and like so good about it at the end. We're in week 3 at the moment, so we had to do,
Going on to week 4 tomorrow,
Yeah.
which is really petrifying.
but we had to do a whole 3 minutes running, but tomorrow we have to do a 5-minute run, like all in one go. And you have to do 2 of those, I think, which is a bit scary, but we'll be able to do it. We can do it.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. So after our run on Thursday, we decided that we were a bit bored and that we really wanted to go out, but due to our student finance not coming in just yet, we were a bit short on cash, so we just decided to stay at home and get drunk.
There was only 3 of us, but we all get on really well, so we had a really good time, just sort of
Yeah.
dancing away and
Playing drinking games, always a bad thing, but oh well.
results in like rolling around on the floor.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how, but it does.
Dancing to really loud music, yeah. It was fun though.
It was fun.
It was a good night, although the next morning we were rather tired.
Yeah.
So, which takes us on to Friday. Go on.
Dear darling, please excuse my curiosity. I can feel my hands shaking.
Yeah.
I miss you.
What's everyone?
On Friday, Meg and I went to do some Grand Challenges ambassadoring. We've been throwing all this Grand Challenges stuff out at the freshers, giving them sweets and postcards, just trying to really promote it to get them as excited about it as we are. Now we've sort of had the Grand Challenges bug. And then, what else did we do?
Oh, later on that night then, so a few of my friends came over. We'd been to the pub for a little bit, and then we all decided to come back here because they hadn't actually been to our house yet, had they?
No.
So they had a grand tour of like all our rooms and just walking around. And it's quite a small house, so it didn't take that long. So we decided sitting in the kitchen, having a good old laugh. So on Saturday, we walked into Falmouth. It was along a really beautiful little pathway that goes along the side of the harbour, and you can see all the boats just bobbing along in the glistening water as the sun bounces off the water. It's like almost magical. It's so pretty.
And you can have a little ogle at all of the houses that all of the really rich people live in.
Yeah.
You can see they're so amazing. We just love to buy one, but I should
Unfortunately.
imagine they're out of our price range.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And then, what did we do? We went to Subway, obviously, and Costa for a little girly coffee.
Yeah.
Went to pick up your dress from New Look,
Yes,
didn't we?
it was a beautiful little orange dress. Lovely.
Very cute. I went to pick up some stuff from Marks and Spencer's. Bit of drama in there, didn't we? I was
A little
using a
bit.
voucher I'd been given, and the stuff I'd ordered and I picked up didn't fit, so I went and got some other stuff to exchange it at the till. And I was stood next to a lady whose voucher wasn't working anyway, and she was getting really, really angry with the cashier, sort of shouting at
It's
her
a bit
and
scary.
bad-mouthing to her friends. And I was getting really embarrassed because the stuff I was buying was like underwear, and the woman behind the till was sort of getting really frustrated because she couldn't get the voucher to work, and I didn't have any cash on me, so I couldn't pay for the stuff that was over the limit of what I'd already paid for. So I was sort of getting really embarrassed, like crying, and the woman behind the till didn't know what to do. She was like, "Don't cry, it'll be okay." And she was like, because I was being so nice to her compared to this other lady, she was like, "It's all right, I'll put it on a gift card and I'll give you 20% off." So I didn't have to pay anything. I actually got it all on the gift card from the voucher that I'd already used.
It was really
So
good.
it shows that it pays off to be nice to who's serving you in a shop.
It really does. Okay, so this week we've been a little bit cheeky because we've been so bored, just had loads of downtime. So we've been playing a few little pranks on our housemates. We've actually got one set up now, so we'll see how that comes out later. And we've been videoing them, so we'll put them up on YouTube over the next few days / weeks. There you go. So make sure you tune in.
So we're starting lectures again this week. Hopefully we're not going to get piled with work, but we know we will be because that's just how it happens. And main Freshers Week starts this week, so we're probably going to be going to a few events.
Yes.
So we'll keep you informed on what we're doing, and hopefully we'll upload some more tutorials like makeup and baking, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So we'll see you next week then, guys. Okay.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.